Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. You take a big, deep breath like you're going to say something. Dylan, Scott, Lisa here on a finally Friday. Thank you for joining us for this Facebook Live. Remember, you can watch us anytime on your feed. You can catch us on the InForum YouTube channel, and you can also listen to us on your favorite podcast platform as well. You can go to inforum.com/podcast and look for the InForum Minute, and you can find us there. All right, we want to start with weather. There's still like a pretty significant weather story today. I mean, the wind's gone.
Oh, it's cold outside. I've not actually been outside this morning. I got to be lucky to be inside today. But, yeah, it's cold outside. Temperatures 20 below across the region. So if you're watching up in the north, it's 20 below. Wapaton hit 24 below this morning. Yeah, is right. A couple of spots, middle 30s below zero. So that's even colder. I haven't seen any 40 belows, so I don't think anybody hit there. But still, it's very cold. One of the coldest mornings we've had so far this winter, as expected. We'll slowly warm up today to about 2 below, maybe 0 for a couple of spots. So getting toasty on this Friday.
Yeah.
Not much of a wind though, so it actually will feel 2 below, not 20 below. There might be a little bit of a wind-ish, but nothing crazy. Like 5 to 10 is the wind out of the south.
We'll be all right.
You'll be all right. Exactly. Tomorrow's still cold, not as cold as this morning. Temperatures waking up to in the middle-ish, below zero numbers. So we're talking like 5 to 15 below. I couldn't think of the word I was trying to get. Middle, but about 5 to 10 below.
It's Friday. It's Friday.
It is. It is.
We're starting to clock out.
Yeah, that's where we're waking up to our Saturday, warming up to about the middle. Here we go again. Middle digits, single. We're going to warm up to about 5-10 degrees tomorrow. What are those called? The middle single digits above zero? I think that's what I was trying to say.
I don't know.
I don't know what you were trying to say.
You're the meteorologist. You tell me.
You know, sometimes I speak words, I have no idea what's going to come out of my mouth. That is the job. That is the job of a meteorologist. And then Sunday is when the grand warm-up comes, and then we're going to go into the middle 20s.
Yeah, there we go.
Woo!
Mid-20s.
A little breezy though. Southwest 10 to 20. So, other than that, pretty quiet. Monday we are watching a quick little system move on through. It's actually in California now, bringing blizzard conditions to California. That does not mean we're going to get a blizzard Monday. Not looking like that at all, but we're probably going to get mixed precipitation, maybe a little bit of snow waking up for your Monday morning. Okay. We'll track that through the weekend, follow us, storm tracker through the weekend, but I'll probably be back outside Monday.
Yeah, I was going to say, your hair looks so nice today.
I know. I'm warm.
Because you didn't have to wear a stocking cap?
Yeah, I'm balmy. I'm ready to go.
Almost just fell over.
Scott just stepped on my foot.
It's Friday, folks.
I know what's going on.
Facebook Live is on a heater. All right. That's all I got. I don't have anything else.
This Facebook Live is out of control.
It is out of control. I'm sorry, everyone.
I'm sorry.
If you're watching on YouTube, I'm even more sorry in the future. That's okay. Happy Friday. We'll see you on Monday.
All right. Thank you,
Dylan.
Dylan.
Appreciate it.
All right, let's jump into some breaking news we have out of Moorhead this morning, where a longtime fugitive is waking up in jail this morning. We're working to find out exactly how police tracked him down, but this is a story that WDAY has been following for quite some time. What we do know is 28-year-old Ju Rang Hong, originally from South Korea, is facing 12 counts of selling marijuana or marijuana products. He was arrested sometime overnight in Moorhead. But this goes back to February of 2020, when police tell us a package that was addressed to Hong's Moorhead home was flagged by a drug dog. At that time, Hong's former roommate told police that Hong had returned to Korea back in 2019 for military service. That roommate was identified as Tamid Hussain. That person told police that they had been receiving the drugs from Oakland, California, and selling them in Moorhead. When Hong left for Korea, police say his roommate Hussain took over. Hong's girlfriend, also apparently connected to all of this, was also living in that same home. Court records from 2020 show that all three lived together and started receiving drugs from California all the way back to 2018, actually. So we're still working to find out a little more information. You know, something's been going on for several years, but an arrest was just made.
Yep.
So we're going to find out for you how he was arrested, how they were tipped off, and when Hong will be in court as well.
All right, we are learning new details this morning about how that farmer helped capture a man who was wanted for murder in Cheyenne, North Dakota. The sheriff there says the farmer's fiance was the first one to actually spot Nicholas Poitra, who was walking along County Road 12, northwest of Cheyenne. Authorities believe Poitra spent 3 days hiding in a secluded farmhouse that nobody was living in. The sheriff said the fiance called the farmer, who was then the person who called police. Now, the closest deputy at that time was 5 miles away. So the farmer then held Poitra at gunpoint until the police were able to arrive. Now, the sheriff says that he never told the farmer to hold Poitra at gunpoint, but that he did ask him to keep an eye on him or keep helping him. So, interesting there. But he says Poitra was not armed, never said a word, took his winter clothes off, put his hands up in the air until police arrived, so there was no incident involved there. Originally, police indicated that the fight broke out between Poitra and Troil Thumb, the person that he's accused of killing, over a boxing machine. But the Eddy County State's Attorney now says Poitra brought a shotgun into the bar with him, and she believes that he intended to shoot Thumb all along. She says a woman and money could have actually been the motive. The judge set Poitra's bond at $1.5 million in cash.
This is a story we're also tracking for you as well. The North Dakota University System is now considering banning TikTok. This has been a national headline, of course, also a local headline. The risk of research data being compromised was the main concern that this was raised by the board here locally. But educational and marketing uses of the app by universities was the primary reason to consider keeping it, at least for now. The board said the most feasible policy, if they would want to get rid of TikTok, would be to ban the app from even being accessed when you're using campus Wi-Fi. So stay tuned. We'll continue to track that story for you and see if there are any other developments.
For sure. All right, on the national level, things today. Today marks the 1 year since Russia began its unprovoked offensive attack on Ukraine. Seems like a year has gone by quickly since that all started. It was such a big, event, obviously. But since then, the U.S. has been lending assistance to the Ukrainian resistance since the war began. Now, today there's also symbols of support for Ukraine across the entire world, including the Atlantic region, where some European landmarks are now lit up in the colors of the Ukrainian flag. I saw, some of those big monuments are just, lit up with all those colors, which is cool to see that support, like the Eiffel Tower I saw specifically. But anyway, on Thursday, the UN General Assembly approved a resolution that condemns the Russian invasion and calls for a withdrawal of Moscow's troops. Also, China has now released a 12-point document that calls for the ending of the war and resumptions of peace talks. And the U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin says Russia's war in Ukraine will likely end with some sort of negotiations. However, there's not necessarily a timetable on that.
We're also learning more this morning about what led to that toxic train derailment in East Palestine, Ohio. The National Transportation Safety Board has released its preliminary report. And according to that report, an alarm had alerted the Norfolk Southern crew that an axle was overheating and had reached a critical level. We're hearing now the engineer operating the train was already braking after seeing that alert, but applied additional brakes to stop the train after that alarm sounded. The train was not going that fast, under 50 miles per hour, when 38 of those cars derailed. 11 of those now, we do know, were carrying hazardous materials that, of course, subsequently ignited. 5 were carrying more than 115,000 gallons of vinyl chloride, and of course were at risk of explosion.
All right, a big day for Hot Mic from 9 to 11 with Dom Izzo. This morning it's on WDAY Extra, InForum.com. I'm sure they're going to be talking about state hockey tournament today, and we're going to be covering that throughout the day.
I watched some of the games yesterday on Extra, so we're from the Minot area, and Cheyenne, the Cheyenne Mustangs beat Minot, so, moving forward. But, yeah, we're going to have some of those games on our actual WDAY. The semifinals today, right here, starting at 5:30 this evening. Live broadcast of the championship game, 1:30 tomorrow afternoon. Of course, you can watch wherever you are. You can stream those games on InForum.com as well. And if you're looking for our 6 o'clock news tonight, that's going to be on WDAY Extra because of hockey. So just lots of changes, but exciting time. We love high school championship sports. So.
Yeah, always fun to see the students and the kids compete.
Absolutely.
All right, for 99 cents a month, you can get, for your first 3 months, an all-access pass to InForum.com, where you can find your local headlines, national headlines, good feature stories, sports, and, of course, all your weather headlines as well. So take advantage of that. Just go to InForum.com/subscribe to take advantage of the deal.
And remember, our live broadcasts start again at 11 this morning and this afternoon, 4, 5. Well, 6 will be on Extra, 9 and 10 as well. You can always catch us over the weekend as well. And every weekday morning, we're here on First News from 5 to 7 a.m.
Stay warm today and enjoy your weekend, folks. Thanks for joining us.